Okay, ladies, welcome to this our meeting. We are in the month of April. It's April 26th. April is fast going, and we are also in campaign 10 to campaign 10 ends tomorrow. Wow. This year is going real fast. But we're going with it and we're pushing. And it's exciting to see all the things that we are doing. And Team Tenacity page is blowing up with all kinds of great stuff. So we are really moving and pushing, and we are grateful for that. Tamra?
All right, I'm here. I'll do the best I can. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Loud and clear.
Today's inspirational quote, I start. Now, what this quote means to me is in life, there's always a journey, and there are many different journeys. Just like a book, you have different chapters or different, So this means to me that I am starting a new journey. And I think we all have days or times in our lives when we realize that we have to restart. And all we have to do is put one foot before the other. First we have to decide what it is that journey should look like, and then start. So that's all we have to do, just start. But first we have to make it clear in our minds what that journey is going to look like. We have to make sure that we remember that there's going to be hills and valleys in that journey. But no matter what, those hills and valleys make the journey a little bit more interesting, and it makes the journey a little bit more meaningful at the end when you turn around and you look back on what that journey looked like. I think it gives us a greater impact, the hills and the valleys. So all we have to do is to start somewhere, make the plan and just start, and then the universe somehow will align whatever the rest of the footsteps will be.
Absolutely. Thank you for that. That's a great inspirational quote.
Yeah.
It's just, I start. I mean,
I start, and that's it. And you
this,
see the road is clear. You notice how the road is
oh my
clear.
God, yeah.
You notice how the road is clear, and that is it. You start, and then you just go. And you focus. I think that's one of the things that we should look at, to focus, because when you're focused on something, there's nothing that stops you. There's nothing that's in your way. It might be there, but you don't see it. So that's why I think the road is so clear. Because you're going straight. You're aiming towards that, whatever that goal is.
Absolutely. Which is so good to lead us into Avon's mission. Avon's mission is to celebrate women's power to make a beautiful and positive impact in the world. Wow. Talk about a journey, so that's good. So, Tamra, what's buzzing in Avon Nation these days? What's buzzing?
What's buzzing is, I thought we were going to start off with convention, but.
Okay, no problem. We can start off with it.
Convention is buzzing, and please register, everybody. Please don't be afraid to register. $69 all access. You get your swag bag, and there's an option for you to click on if you intend or if you would love to be in person, should they decide that we're going to be in person. And if you cannot afford the $69 with the swag bag, then you still have a $39 all access where you get to do the trainings and you get to be a part of the virtual Rep Fest generally. So please, ladies, invest in your business and take that step and register. You won't regret it. Trust me, you won't regret it. We have fun whether it's virtual or in person.
Absolutely.
We learn a lot. We get first view of all the stuff that Avon are coming out with. We get excellent training from whether it's Avon execs or representatives who are doing it big in Avon, who give us a little insight as to what they're doing. So please register for RipFest. Tomorrow is our Avon Live, and I am excited to see what they have in store for this one. It's skincare, so invite your online customers to join it. Put it out to everyone. I think it's a great opportunity to get your customers shopping live. And then what else do we have, Angeline? Go back. Okay.
Yeah. So
Go ahead, Angeline.
yeah. So Avon is we have a new incentive, brand new, hot off the press incentive that Avon just came up with, and this is for people who are categorized as they've just started, they are contenders, they are not premier. So Jeannie, you are out, and not president, not presidents. You're not in the PRP, so I'm out. Orenthia is out. Everybody, well, so what's left are people who are not who are contenders, who do not have a sales title, so to speak. And what they are saying is they will be gifting $1,555 in free products if you achieve premier level, you by the end of campaign 18. So you can, that's a great incentive. And what that means is you will be able to earn those products just in time for Christmas. And if it goes anyway like the way 100 My Way goes, then you will have the option to choose the products that you want, because that's the good thing, with the 100 My Way, we can choose the products. So I choose some of the the new haikus. I chose some of those, and I chose also some eyeliners that I wanted to take vending. So it's a great incentive that has come along. Hey Barbara, good to see you on tonight. And also, we just ended the zero sign-on for new representatives. So what Avon now is, the deal now is for people to sign on and donate at least $5 towards American Cancer Society, or they can choose the $30 to pay $30 and get a starter collection of that's valued over $112. And this is a great package that is given. So those are the options. I like to start with the $30 because to me, it just makes so much more sense. It's an investment that people are making in their business, and then the returns, what they're getting to start their business, is really good. So I like to start off with the $30 and then to give them the option to start for to pay $55. So those are the that's what's new in terms of recruitment. That's what people can pay. I just want to bring us also to our attention to inventory alert reminders. Now, each time, and especially as things gets busier and busier, some of our items will not be available. So, we really get frustrated when that happens. Avon has an inventory alert tab under manage business that we can check out for each campaign. It tells us what item is running short or they're likely to run out of, and when we can expect them again. So this is a good thing for us to keep looking at, to go under manage business and then the tab that says inventory alerts, to be aware of what might not be available. I just thought also that I think Tamara, you good? You there? Or we lost you? Okay. Okay. Tamara is still having some problems with her Zoom. I just thought, oh, you there? You okay. I just thought that I would bring these things to our attention, our books that we have now available. As you can see, we have a wide variety of books now that Avon that we have the option to get. Some of them, they will send us maybe one, and then we have to order the rest of them. So we have our main brochure, and then we have the small book. Now, the small book, we are thinking that they're for items that may be in short supply. So at one point, I was not giving them to customers really, because I didn't want to frustrate them. But what I realize now is that the small book that accompanies the main brochure, it's for sales specials. I don't want to call it sale, but it's for special offers that Avon is giving to us. So they will have the bundles that they give to us, and other discounted. They're bundling them a lot now, or duos, 2 items or 3 items, and there's a special. And these prices are really good, guys. So I really want to encourage you to be shopping from this book, and also to feel free to give them to your customers so that they can order from them, because more than likely the item will be available. Now, the book that says goodbyes, that's the book now that you have to be careful with,
Mm-hmm.
because those items might not be available.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then we have the specialized books, special focus books. So like for this month now, we have Mother's Day coming up. So there's a Mother's Day edition. And I didn't even realize that I needed to order this book, because I don't think I got any. Anybody remember
Mm-mm.
getting any?
No.
Is
No.
I
it?
just saw it today when I was going through. I was looking for
Yeah.
something and I saw it and I'm like, hmm.
Yeah, I've seen it, and I mean, I did a video about it. But I was thinking, wait, I haven't seen a physical one. So, it seems as if we needed to have ordered this. Also, there's
Oh,
the
so we
edit.
have to order that one. The Mother's
That
Day, we have to order.
that's what I'm thinking. So what you do is, when you go to browse product, you go to shop our brochures.
Mm-hmm.
No, no, shop for brochures, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Shop for brochures, and then you can order it. The edit is our skincare book that one ended in campaign 10. This one is starting in campaign 11. And it really gives a good pictorial view of our skincare, which, I mean, I just love it. I mean, all skincare all day. So this is just good. And then we have our home collection with all of the LG products as well. So these are books that they'll give us one of these books, but we have to order the rest of them. And then of course we have our What's New, which is our preview book that we can order two campaigns ahead. The What's New, as we know, have transitioned over the months. We no longer have the specials in there. The specials are now in this small book. And the What's New is really what it says, what the name is, What's New,
What's
what's
new?
coming. Yeah, what's they're previewing us, the items that are coming, and we can shop from those books. Tamara?
Okay, hold on. Hawaii trip. Who's going?
Woo!
Jeannie.
Me!
I'm trying.
I'm standing on my chair yelling, me!
I just want to remind everyone of how to check where you are. You just remember to go in your dashboard and check on your status as to where you are. And remember, Angeline, myself, and now Orenthia is here to help you guide you along as to giving you some tips as to how you can achieve the trip. So we're still here. We're still waiting to hear from you for guidance, for help as to how you guys can achieve the trip. So just
I'm gonna need tip.
I have a grass skirt for Jeannie.
I put it on too if I get to go.
It would be good. Really.
Yeah, let's
I know
sit down
you
and
all
let's
were
make a
there.
plan, Jeannie. Let's make a plan.
Yeah.
I need to. I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
Trying leaves room for failure.
Mm.
Oh, so I'm gonna do it.
Ah, there you go.
Remember what I said last time. You just gotta go for it. You just gotta go for it because let me tell you what's gonna happen. When you go for it, and just in case you fall short of it, you will say to yourself, if I had started from the beginning, I would have made it.
Absolutely.
Well, I started today, so I'm trying to start.
Yes.
Well,
Yes,
that's a start.
listen. Listen. Go back to our inspirational quote. I start. So that's good. That is fantastic. Hey, Miss Pinky, glad to have you on. I know you're at work. Good.
Yeah.
So that's it for now. Just to remind you that Avon Live. Why do I have inventory alert again? Anyway, I'm at the wrong place. Sorry. The Marriott Bonvoy cards.
I didn't do that
Bonvoy.
yet.
Yeah. I just did mine today. I got my email from my mentor with my additional cards.
Oh, you got them. Good.
I got it. Yes. So I emailed I registered all my cards. So I have 10. So I'm excited about that. So Jeannie, you need to register because that's how you use it,
I'm gonna do it. I keep saying I'm gonna do it. I gotta sit down and think and figure it out. I'm gonna do it. I know because I don't want to lose it either. I want to go get a massage.
Absolutely.
That's what I want.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. So Mother's Day is coming up. We will talk later about that if we have time. But because we want to get to the meat of tonight's matter. Our training tonight, our focus is exposing us all to leadership. It is not something that we have been focusing on, and we have shied away from it within as a group. But I think it's time. I think it's time. Tamara and I have exposed this group to a number of different possibilities and opportunities, and it is time for leadership. It is time for us to think about leadership. It is time for us to have the awareness that should someone approach us, or should someone give an opening, you have a conversation with someone, and they express an interest, or you want to introduce the business to them, we want you to have the appropriate language to use to do so. And so we have who I think is one of the best persons to address this topic for us this evening. This is the first of two major presentations that we're going to be having. And I would not want anybody else to start this off. No, I don't care who they are. They are not going to be the one to start it off. It has to be our mentor. And so I present to you tonight our mentor. She has been in Avon for only 12 years. When you compare her with some of our other leaders who have been in Avon for 20 some odd years, 20 odd years, 30 odd years, she has been doing a fantastic job within a short space of time, and she is a great inspiration for us all. And we could say so much more about her, but she would not want that at this point. So I'm going to be opening the floor to our mentor. Tamara, you wanted to say anything else about before she?
No, you said it all. She wouldn't want to say anything else.
Well,
So I'm sorry, Orinthia, 1 minute before you, I'd just like to acknowledge these ladies. Welcome to those who joined us after. Miss Brown, thank you for joining us at this time, and anybody else, Barbara, Pinky, Coretha, everybody, glad to have you all. Over to you, Mrs. Palmer Ricketts.
well, thank you for saying all those lovely things. It's a pleasure to have been invited to speak. I hope what I share will be beneficial to everybody. And I can warn you ahead of time, it will not be anything profound. It won't, because leadership is something that, to me, if you're an Avon representative, is something that kind of comes naturally when you like what you're doing, when you are successful at what you're doing. So without further ado, I'm just going to go into a few slides. So I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to minimize the window here. Right, so share the screen first and then minimize. Can you see my screen?
Not yet.
Okay. You can see it now?
There we go. Yes.
Okay. All right. So we're going to be talking about Avon leadership. And leadership is something that a lot of people shy away from. No need, no need. So we're going to just go through and have a brief conversation about it. And I'll be asking for feedback from you ladies as we go. So feel free to jump in and speak if I ask a question. All right. So let me share a little bit about me. My name is Orinthia Ricketts. I am wife to Wayne, and we just celebrated 26 years. Woo! 26
Happy
years.
anniversary.
No one has died. There's no blood on the floor over here, so that's good. I am mom to a daughter, Danica, and mom to a son, Roman, and grandma to the fabulous Miss Zoe. And I started Avon in 2007. And for those who know me, I started Avon with just a very simple desire to make an extra $100. That's all I wanted to do, make an extra $100 so I wouldn't have to talk to my husband about going to buy what I wanted to buy, which at the time was shoes. And I was doing well. And shortly thereafter, my job and I parted ways. And I decided to take my Avon business full time. Um, and in 2008, I opened my licensed Avon Beauty Center. I also joined leadership in 2007, and I didn't intend to join leadership, but I started talking to people about what I did and how I liked it. And people's like, oh, well, I want to do that too. So that's how my leadership journey started. I'm an inner circle member. We have sales over 220,000 in some years more. Currently, I'm titled as a goal leader. I have 168 active team members. Name of our team, Avon Team Tenacity. And I chose the word tenacity because it means that you never, ever, ever give up. No matter how badly or how well it's going, you never give up. So we are a tenacious bunch. And this year, one of my goals is aspiring to title to bronze executive leader in the 2021 cycle. So that's a little bit about me. Anybody have any questions so far?
No, you're
No?
moving right along.
Okay.
168. That's a
Huh?
lot. That's a
Well,
lot of team members,
remember now, the
168.
team is made up of the bigger team and then smaller teams within the team.
Right, right.
So keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
And there's power in that, as we're going to talk briefly about that as we go through. So why leadership? Leadership is the third stream of income with Avon. Can anybody tell me what the other two streams of income are? No
Sales
one?
and sales and what again? I don't remember.
Both of them are
Oh,
sales.
online and
Online,
something, right?
Ah,
online,
Right?
there you
online.
go. There you go.
Oh, okay.
There you go. So we have in-person sales and online sales. That is the other two streams of income. And for
Oh.
those who follow different people who are, I would say, I guess, gurus in the world of personal development, they're saying most millionaires have at least 7 streams of income. So with your Avon business, you actually have 3 already. And if you maximize those 3, you're well on your way. All right. So I thought that was interesting. So again, why leadership? It's a third stream of income with Avon. It's an amazing opportunity that we need to share with other people. We're going to talk a little bit about why that is. And it also gives us a feeling of pride and satisfaction when you know that you shared something with someone that has made an impact in their lives. For most of the people who I've shared the opportunity with, that are, they came looking to make some extra money or whatever the case might be, it makes me feel good to know that I presented that opportunity to them. So that's something that you also will feel when you do the same. Leadership also helps us grow our business, and it helps the company grow, because if we don't help the company grow, what happens? The company goes down, right? Because we are the lifeblood. The representative is the lifeblood of the Avon company. Leadership is also an excellent source of passive and residual income. And for those who are not sure what that is, it means income that you don't do anything physical to earn. You don't have to get up and go to a job to earn that income. And that money comes whether you wake up in the morning or not. All right. So I believe that Avon Leadership is an excellent source of both of those types of income. Leadership also will help you to learn new skills. I am what I call an extroverted introvert. I prefer quiet, peace and quiet. I tend to roll alone, but leadership has helped me to become a little bit more extroverted. So those are some of the skills that I've learned. So those are some of the reasons why I think leadership is awesome. And for those who are not in leadership, should probably look into it. All right. The other benefits of building a team: you get bonuses. You get to earn bonuses for recruiting, sponsoring, and advising as you build your team. You get bonuses on your team sales, bonuses for moving up in title, cash rewards, and of course, my favorite, opportunity to earn trips. So there are many financial rewards for building a team. So what does Avon offer us? Oops, sorry. Avon offers us a world-class compensation plan. The compensation plan is a combination of bonuses and commissions, is what I like to call it. And we're going to get a little bit deeper into what that looks like. And Avon also provides us training. Avon U is an awesome resource. There is a specific course, has 14 modules in it that is about building your team. It's called Build Your Team Recruiting. And that module gives you so much great information as to how to start building your team. And every single journey starts with what? One single step, right?
Start.
And as Tamara showed earlier, start. And I have a favorite saying, start where you are with what you have. Just start. Because once you start, the staircase starts to appear as you move towards it. If you're there waiting for the whole staircase to appear, nothing happens. But once you start moving, then you will see that the doors start to open and the way starts to open up. So I encourage you to start. So what's a good starting point? With training. Go through the training, familiarize yourselves with what leadership is, how to build your team, the different things and activities that you'll need to do to start building your team. Avon also provides us with recruitment videos that you can send out on social media. You can send to someone who may be interested, who you think may benefit or may be interested in the opportunity. You have your online store. When someone is shopping from your online store, up in the left-hand corner of your screen, what's there? A link that says become a representative. So it's right there. But sometimes we may have to draw attention to that link. So if we utilize these resources appropriately, it will also help us to move towards our goals in leadership. Then we have the Join Avon page where you can send people. You can just simply post on social media, share with your customers, share with your friends, share with your family about how they can join, send them to the website. A lot of information is there. So a lot, we with all the resources that Avon is giving us, we don't have to do a whole lot of talking initially. You just give people information, pique their interest, and then build on how they respond to you. And I really believe that in today's world, that is one of the best ways to build a team because you're not pressuring anyone, you're not forcing anyone. They don't have to hide from you when it's time to present the opportunity to them. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right. So Avon gives us an opportunity and it gives us they give us the resources to explore that opportunity. And I think Avon U is very underutilized in terms of learning the hows of doing a lot of the things that we should be doing. Um, Especially now where everything is on social media, is everything is online. We have so many resources to the point where it becomes overwhelming sometimes when you see how much stuff you have. And the overwhelm sometimes causes us to freeze. So again, we just have to start where we are with what we have and to start to build the business of our dreams. All right, so make Avon your own. Oops, my computer is very excited.
It's sensitive. It's sensitive to the touch.
Yeah, right. So my advice to you when it comes to leadership, make Avon your own. Don't try to be anybody else. Make your Avon business work with your personality, your persona. There are several types of people that join Avon. There's a person that loves the products and is excited to simply get a discount on their own products. There's room for that person. There's someone who's looking for a side hustle, trying to make extra cash. That's how I started. Who knew that I would be doing Avon the level at which I'm doing Avon today? I don't have an upline. I was not recruited by anyone. So this was something that I went looking for myself. So can you imagine if you come across someone, let's say like me, who's simply looking for a side hustle, but a few months later, they lose their job and decide to make Avon their full-time business? Do you think that would be a good candidate for your team? You know what I mean? So think about that. There are people who join Avon because they're simply looking to meet new people or to be part of a community. That's real. There's some people that money is not the issue, but they're looking for a way to find people who with things in common. We have room for those people as well. And then you have someone who may be looking for a business opportunity, a serious business opportunity. They want to make a full-time or part-time income. Again, we have room for those people. So on this call right now, we have what, 6 people, Angeline? 7?
There are 8 of us.
Eight people live. So which one of these were you?
I was looking to make extra money.
All right. So you were looking to make extra money. All right. Who else?
Yeah, it was the same for me.
Okay.
Looking to make extra money.
Mm-hmm. 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 Who else wants to share which type of person they were? Nobody? Miss Brown? No one?
Oh, Caritha says extra money.
All right. So it looks like predominantly on this team, it was people looking to make extra money, right? So in
Right.
terms of making it your own, if you felt that Avon was a good place to come to make extra money, don't you think there are others out there who may feel the same way?
Mm,
Yes? No?
yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. So therefore, when I say make Avon your own, think about yourself. Think about yourself. You came because you wanted to make extra cash. There are many other people out there just like you. And if you are able to come into Avon and make the extra cash that you came for, then the other person who's looking for extra cash can do the same, right? Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. So in terms of building a team, sometimes I think we at the beginning we overcomplicate it. We overcomplicate it. It sounds like it's this really big task, but it does not necessarily have to be that. All we're looking for are like-minded people. And we tend to gravitate to people who share our same thoughts and belief systems. So if you're looking for a side hustle a way to make some extra cash, the other person that's looking for that same extra cash, that would be an easy conversation to have, don't you think?
Mm.
Yes. So let's really start to have these conversations. But to start to have these conversations, guess what? You have to start talking to people, right? So when you talk to people, you want to ask them questions, find out about them, find out what their thoughts are. And you'll be surprised sometimes just by asking them questions, you discover, oh, you're looking for a part-time job? Well, let me tell you what I do. You know, many of my conversations started that way. So I encourage you, keep an open mind where that is concerned, and that can help you to move towards your leadership aspirations. So as we talked about the different types of people, the person that loves Avon products and is excited to get a discount on their own products, we may think that, oh, that person may only order once in a while because they want to just get that discount. But let me tell you, if you think about what we sell, right? We sell products that we can literally use from the time we wake up till the time we go to bed, right? We sell toothpaste, right? We brush our teeth in the morning, right? We sell face wash. We sell facial moisturizer. We sell makeup. That's your morning routine right there. And for those who take a shower, you know, that's the body wash, deodorant, lotion, fragrance, foot care, all of that stuff. We sell hand sanitizer. Everybody's using that right now. We sell masks, we sell clothing, we sell shoes, we sell relaxation aids. You have your diffuser, your essential oils. We sell facial cleansers, night creams, all of that stuff. So we are a head to toe solution. So for the person who may just want to get a discount off their purchases, don't discount them as a valuable member of your team, because their purchases can add up to some substantial amount of money that can help you to grow your business. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so just the same way as we spend money with Avon and get the discount on our own products, there are those of us out there who are looking for the same thing. So for your customers, you have customers that consistently love the products, they like what they like and they order what they order. Offer them the opportunity. Offer them the opportunity. Do not offer them the opportunity, because you know what's upsetting is when somebody else does and they sign up with that person. You know what I mean? So keep that in mind. That person can be a great part of your team. And the good thing about those people who might place their orders just to get their discount, they're consistent. As
Yeah.
soon as their night cream runs out, guess what? They're placing an order and they're always looking for stuff that they can use. And where we come in is that we can start to point out to them that here we now have toothpaste, here we have toothbrushes, here we now have foot care products. And when we point out to them different products that they can start to use, that helps us to grow our leadership business because those orders get bigger, right?
Mhm.
So those people now who are looking for that side hustle, want to make that extra cash. Is it a good opportunity to make extra cash in your opinion, based on your experience?
Yes.
Yes. So when you present it to them and you show them that, you know what, this is what I do and I make X dollars. I was looking to make X and I make Y, or whatever the case is. Once you're talking to them about your experience, don't you think that they will see the same value that you see if it's presented to them properly? Absolutely. So what
Mhm.
we have to make sure we do, we can't prejudge. We can't assume that, oh, so and so would never want to do this, or I don't think so. And we do that a lot. I know I've caught myself doing that a lot. Present it to them, let them decide, let them tell you, no, thank you, I'll just continue to be a customer. But when you are trying to build a leadership team, we will take people from all different desire levels, whether they just want to get a discount, whether they want it to be a side hustle or otherwise. So what we have to do now to make that happen is that we have to familiarize ourselves with the commission structure for Avon. And of course, we know that as a contender, so when you're just starting out, if your orders are below $40, you get nothing, right?
Mhm.
Orders above, you get 25% for beauty, 20% on home. And now we have a whole selection of home products and pet products. So that opens up a whole different market of people that may be looking to make that extra money and actually like some additional products. Now, once you hit Premier, then your your commission goes up to 30%. So we want to make sure we're familiar with that, so that when we're talking to people, we're giving them good information and we're not misleading them. All right. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Any
Yes.
questions so
Yes.
far? Questions or comments? No?
No.
All right. Um, So as part of the leadership journey, we have to know how we make money. And the commission piece here is very, very important. I've sometimes listened to people talking to other people and they're telling them, oh yeah, we make money. And when the person says, well, like how much? They can't explain it. So this is a very critical first step in making sure that your prospect or your person or your friend or whoever you're talking to you can give them good information. Now, there are people who just want to be part of something. The money's not a big deal for them, but they want to be part of a community. They want to be part of a group. They want to meet new people. They want to meet people like them, but they may be shy or maybe they don't get out much, whatever the case might be. But I was very surprised to know that there are people who come to Avon because they want to meet new people. I didn't know that
Mhm.
was a real thing until
Mhm.
I started talking to people and meeting people myself. But
Mhm.
there are those who do that, and those people do have a place as part of your team as well. So you'll have, let's say, somebody who they love makeup. That's it. They love makeup. So they are an aspiring makeup artist, or they just like having access to it and not having to pay some of those extremely high prices. That's why they come to Avon. So will that person be a top seller? Maybe, maybe not, but you never know. You never ever know. So try not to prejudge. Just meet the person where they are and invite them to join the team. Right now, we have three ways to join, right? Is it three or two? Two ways to join.
Mhm.
You can join by making a donation to the Breast Cancer, American Cancer Society for $5 minimum, or you can purchase a $30 kit and you get to choose which kit you want, which products you want in that kit. Am I right, Angeline?
Yes, perfectly
Yes.
correct.
Yes, we just ended a free sign up.
Mm,
And what I discovered during the free sign up, sometimes when it's free, people don't necessarily see the value.
value.
Yes.
And it may sound counterintuitive, but it's true.
Mhm.
You and I may not feel that way. We may jump at it and work it, but some people, no, absolutely not. So,
Mhm.
well, I mentioned that because now that you have to pay something to get started, I have a lot of people asking me questions. So, what do I get? And I said, well, when you do the American Cancer Society sign up, you get a customized website, you get a business opportunity. You don't get any free products, but when you sign up with the $30 kit, you get over $100+ in products, depending on the kit you choose. And you better believe some people, they want that $30 sign up because people just want to know they're getting something for their money. All right. So keep that in mind. That's also something we have to stay abreast of when we are starting to build a team, because that, especially with um, New Avon and the LG H&H, it seems like it may change periodically what the offerings may be as far as sign up is concerned. So keep that in mind.
You said
All right.
LGH?
I'm sorry.
You said LGH?
LGH and H.
What's that?
Hi, Denise. LGH and H is our new partner in business. You know, LG now owns Avon, the company, right?
LG, the TV people?
Uh-huh.
Really?
Yes. Yes, LG
I know
now
that.
owns Avon in the United States. So that's something that we can get into little later on. But yes, LG, the TV people, electronics people are now they now own Avon US, Avon North America, I should say. And of course, there are perks that come with that. And you guys notice that we've been getting a lot of new products,
Mhm.
very products that are kind of outside of what we normally see.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, that's where a lot of those products are coming from, because LGH&H is the personal care arm of LG. And I didn't even know that they had a personal care arm. So they have skincare, makeup, body care, fragrance, the whole nine. So they're able to supplement what Avon has traditionally had. And they've brought a lot of new products, a lot of cutting edge products to the table. So I encourage you to look at that. Even the cleaning line, all of that stuff, that's the brainchild of LGH&H. All right.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So here is the leadership commission chart. And I won't go into too much detail on here. It's a lot of numbers and a lot of detail, but I'll just briefly talk through it. So when you first enter the leadership arena, and you start leadership when you have your first recruit, for example. So let's say, Jeannie, you sign up your friend Susan, right? So Susan comes on board. So you're at the promoter level. Can everybody see the slide?
Yeah.
Okay. So Susan comes on board in your first generation. That's your first person. As long as you have at least $50, a $50 order, and your person has at least a $60 order, you are what is called a promoter. All right. That's the very first step into leadership. What Avon will do for you, then they will give you a sponsoring bonus, which amounts to 3% of that person's first order. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Right. Then when you get your second person in your first generation, you have your $50 minimum in sales, and that person has at least a $60 order. Those people have at least $60 in orders. Avon now gives you that 3% sponsoring bonus, as well as a can't see the word behind here.
Generation
Generation.
Bonus. Yes.
Mhm.
So basically, you're doing your business just the way you always have, but by virtue of the fact that your friend Susan and your friend Bob came on board, Avon is now, and you're just helping them get started. You're sending them information, you're telling them where to go for training, you're helping them. If they have any questions, they can call you, etc. Mind you, you're not doing it for them, you're just helping them. Avon is now paying you a bonus, two types of bonuses in order to facilitate, because you facilitate. Does that make sense?
makes sense.
Yes.
It's
Okay.
like your staff.
Say it again.
It's like having your own staff, and when you're working and you're getting props from the money that they make.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah,
It
it's
does. It
good.
does
If
not.
I'm
It's a good
explaining,
way of putting it.
you
Yes.
what you getting a certain percentage of what they sell, and they're
Mhm.
getting the percentage also.
Yes. Yes. They're earning exactly what the compensation plan says they will earn, as we went through the 25% and the
5%.
30%.
Mhm.
But
Mm-hmm.
you are now also earning a percentage off of what they sell. So it
Right,
doesn't take anything away from them. It is
right,
just a reward for you helping them to get them started and to get them going.
right.
And as your team grows, the numbers grow. Because if you go down to where it says BA, so that's a bronze ambassador. So now you have 3 people in your first generation. Your total team sales, including your own, is $1,000. If you notice that now you still get the same 3%, but it depends on where in your organization the people are. So you'll get the generation bonus down to your third generation. So let's say Sue decides to invite her sister in, right? She comes into the business and Sue places an order. That's that's what's called your second generation. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then you are still earning that generation bonus because you invited Sue to join the business. Sue invited her sister, but you started that chain of events. So you are going to be rewarded down to your third generation. Make sense so
Right.
far?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
So as your team
You're gonna go to
grows,
each person that you actually have under you.
wait, say it again. I didn't hear you.
I said you the percentage from each person you have under you. Each person that you bring on, as long as you have the amount of money for the total sales.
Yes, yes.
No?
As long as you meet
Mm.
the minimum criteria that they give on this chart, then you will earn your different percentages. And as your team gets bigger, because the goal here is not to just recruit 1 or 2 and stay there, is to continue to grow your organization bigger, right? And you're
Right.
basically duplicating yourself. That's basically what you're doing. You're teaching them what you know, and you're learning together. So you're saying when they come on board, you teach them how to sell, you teach them how to talk to their customers, and you also teach them where to find information. Because what you don't want to do is to invite people on board, and every time they have a question, they're blowing up your phone. So
Mhm.
because as your group gets bigger, so let's say, for example, you went from 1 to 3 to 12. If you don't teach them appropriately where to find information, every time somebody has a question, they're calling you. That is not the most ideal way to operate. You want to educate them enough so that they know where to find the information, because you also want them now to start to build their own teams, you know? So meetings like this is where you learn and where you teach others where to find information and how to do things. So you're not the one that's constantly holding their hand and babysitting them. Make sense?
Makes
Yes.
sense.
All right. So as your organization grows, you can even go up to where in the leader field over here and be a bronze leader, where you'll have $8,500 in production, including your own. Then your generation bonus goes up to 6.5%. So you just got a pay raise. So it grows, and it can grow exponentially depending on your progress and how you operate your business. So I wanted to just show you briefly here what that can mean. So I'm going to give you some examples on the next page. In the interest of time, I'm not going to go through each and every field here, but it goes from promoter all the way up to a platinum executive leader. And in the company right now, I'm not sure how many exactly there are, but there are, I want to say, I think about maybe 6 of them. I don't remember,
Yeah,
but
somewhere between 6 or 8.
yeah,
Something like
somewhere
that.
there. But
Mhm.
basically, their income are in the very, very high 6 figures. With the commissions and the size of their organizations, those folks make 300, 200, $500,000. The number one group makes over $1 million. So there's definitely money to be made here. All right. So I'm gonna just give you a couple of examples what that could mean. So for example, in this earnings example, you're starting out as a bronze ambassador. So that's in the second little field there. So you have your $200 in sales, because that's the minimum for you to title as bronze ambassador, right? So for your $200 in sales, you're not President's Club yet or Premier. So when you make your 25%, you've made $50 on that $200. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Your team of 3, they each do $300 in sales, right? So 3 people times 300, that's $900, right? So if you notice, if you look at the paperwork on your invoice in different places, you're going to see award sales and you're going to see leadership sales, right? Now, the thing that we have to be aware of is that award sales, you get paid on award sales, yes, but the award
Mm-hmm.
sales number is not how you calculate your earnings. You use the leadership sales, because that's where your leadership earnings are going to come from. And the leadership sales is about 65% of your award sales. All right. So for example, so on this $900 in sales that your team of 3 may do, when you do 65% of that, that gives you $585. So you see this 585 here? So your 3%
Mm-hmm.
generational bonus is going to come from that. So that 585 times 3% gives you $17.55. Doesn't sound like a lot of money because you're just starting out, but guess what? In my mind, it's $17.55 that you did not have before, right? And the goal, once you start seeing these small numbers, is to say, okay, well, if I can make 1755 from 3 people, if I take that to 9 people, then what does that become? That's how you have to start to think about it. Because at first it's like, oh, it's not that much money. But when you start to have a larger group of people, it grows exponentially. So that's what you want to, how you want to look at it. I'm going to give you another example. So let's say you're a bronze leader. You have 30 people on your team, and each person places an order for $300. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's even bring that down one more to 20. So let's say 20, you have 30 people on your team, but only 20 places an order. So for that 20, I think my numbers are all screwed up here. Sorry. So let's say 20, and they each place an order for 500. And just to use round numbers, that's $10,000 in orders, right? So when you calculate your leadership sales, you're going to be paid on $6,500 off those in leadership sales. So at the bronze leader level, you earn 6.5%. So from that, you would earn $422 if you became a bronze leader in, say, campaign 11. Could you use an extra $422?
Absolutely.
Right. So my point for giving you these examples, and even when I first started with Avon and started with leadership, this was the type of math that I sat down and got a clear understanding of what this leadership program could do, what the potential of it was. I started with one or two and the numbers were small, but I always believe that if I can sell one or I can recruit one, I can sell 10 or recruit 10. This is how I think of things. And I encourage you, spend some time either with your upline leader or by yourself, looking at this chart, gaining an understanding of this chart and making those numbers your own. See yourself, see what you can do, see what potential you could have inside this leadership business. All right. So I'm not going to go too much deeper in this, but basically it's a numbers game. And once you get to understand the numbers, you understand the power of the numbers, then you'll start to see how it makes sense and why it will make sense for you. Angeline, do you have anything to add? Because I know you're growing your team as we speak, and I would love to hear what your feedback is or what you have seen in your own leadership business up to this point.
Um,
Absolutely. I'm having a little challenge with my audio, so I don't know if you can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Everybody can hear
Okay.
me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So where I am now at the silver ambassador level is I see the thing with leadership is it makes you so excited to see, first of all, the impact that you can have on people and then the earning opportunities. And I am breaking down these numbers as I go on so that I can see how much more I can earn. And so I'm just excited to be seeing all of this and to be inspired once more to push even further. So this is good. This is good. What does
Okay.
everybody think?
Wonderful. And I'm glad to hear that. Tamara, you have any thoughts?
I think, excuse me, I'm sorry. I think some of you were muted. If you don't mind, you could unmute yourself, Barbara and Miss Pinky. I apologize. But if you can unmute yourself, we would love for your participation. If it is okay with whatever, I know, Miss Pinky, you are still at work. So if you would wish to participate, then you can please unmute yourself.
Yeah, the same thing for me as far as the earning potentials are with leadership. I was in leadership before, and getting the extra from leadership did, it made you want to continue. It made you want to continue to communicate with your representatives.
All right,
I'm
Tamara,
freshly
pause 1 second. Just
Mhm,
pause 1 second for me.
mhm.
I want us to start to use some different words. And I heard you say you're getting the extra. I
Yes.
want you to replace that word with my third stream of
My
income,
third stream of income.
because it changes the way you think about it. It
true.
really does. So
It's
when
true.
you say when I saw my third stream of income, Just say it and see how it feels to you. Because I really believe that's the psychology of all of this makes a big difference in how we think about it, how we talk about it, and how we do it.
Yeah. Okay. When I saw my third stream of income,
whoop, whoop.
it gave me encouragement not only to talk to people and to encourage my team, but it showed me what the potential of that third income could possibly impact, how it could possibly impact my life. And as newly into the leadership business again, I recruited, I think, 3 people. And what I realized was, I know they placed their orders, but I kept on looking for that third stream. I knew it was there, but it wasn't enough for it to be deposited into my account until this past campaign. So when I saw it hit that account, because what I did was that now I have a separate account for Avon. So I try to check it once a week. And when I saw it, I'm like, there goes my $16. You know, so it made me feel, it gave me that sense of, you know, okay, you can do this.
Okay, we in Hawaii. We ready to party? Yeah.
Yeah, it gave me that boost that I was looking for.
That's okay.
And it reminded me of what it felt like, you know, when I used to get more.
Who's ringing?
I don't know.
Brown.
Okay. So it is there, and the boost that it gives, the self-confidence that it gives you, or that boost in your self-confidence, is worth it. So I encourage everyone to try it out. Try it out.
All right. Thank you for that. Thank you for sharing that. Any of you other ladies have any comments, any questions, or any experience you want to share where that's concerned?
So I think somebody just is joining us. Arinthia. That's great. Welcome.
Okay. Hi. Yeah, so I wanted to just kind of give you some numbers, and I wanted some folks to kind of share what they've had and what they've seen and what they've felt with this, because it is a real opportunity. And I'm not going to tell you that it is easy necessarily. It can be easy, but it can be challenging, because to do something you've never done, you're going to have to learn some things that you've never learned. And that may be the challenging part for some. And I am here to support you as much as I can. And I'm sure the other upline leaders are here to support you as well. And as you start your leadership journey, if you meet someone who wants to look at Avon as an income opportunity, or for whatever reason they want to come on board, let your upline leader know. So if you don't have the words to have the conversation yet, they can help you with that. They're not going to do it for you, but they will help you with that. All right. So I encourage you to look into that. Now, Avon is giving us mega incentives. Man, so many incentives, I can't even keep up. But they have one right now that's ongoing right now. It's a 60 days of recruiting challenge, and there's some great prizes that's up for grabs with that. But one great resource that they've been giving us is almost like a guide, like an everyday guide, because I believe also in small steps. If you do small movements every day, it'll add up to big results over time. And this 60 days of recruiting calendar, it walks you through, like, here's what you're going to do today on Monday. On Monday, it says your mother is calling. Mother's Day is around the corner. Who do you know that has a mother that loves Avon? Everybody has a mother, right? So now we have to parse through and find who has a mother that is living, hopefully, and loves Avon. Share with at least 5 people all that Avon has to offer for Mother's Day this year. Then share the opportunity to get their gifts at a discount. Now, all of us that's on this call at this moment, we all know 5 people, right? Yes. We all know 5 people with mothers, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes. If we take some of this social media collateral that Avon has given us to share about Mother's Day, and at the same time add something about the opportunities, that's something we can do.
Right.
Yes.
Right, that's something we can do. So this calendar that they give us, that gives us these little micro movements that we can do every single day, will help us to move towards growing that leadership business as well as the sales business. It says we want to grow our business, we want to make additional income. Action is needed. So what will you do today? What will I do today? What action will we take today? I don't think it gets any better than this, where Avon is saying, here's what you should do on Monday. Here's what you should do on Tuesday. Here's what you should do on Wednesday. I don't think it gets any better than that. What do you guys think?
Yes, it's real practical
That's true.
steps.
It's true.
Yes,
Yes.
very practical steps. And it's
That's
not like
something
it's
that
giving,
I need.
yes, I think it's something we all need because it gives us
Mhm.
focus and it tells us exactly what to do. And if we, over a period, can you imagine, over 365 days, we take these small steps, it will add up to big results. I promise you that. So I encourage you, explore what's on Avon now. There's so many resources there. But again, Avon can give us resources, but if we don't take the action, nothing's gonna happen. All right. So again, I'm here to go ahead, Jeannie.
No, I just had a question. This here, what's up here Monday through Friday, is that on the website?
Yes, it's on the website. I can shoot you the link to it if you'd like. Yes.
Okay.
And that way you can just go to
Because
it,
I want
because
to see
this,
what it says.
yes, this started I think a month ago, but that doesn't
Mhm.
mean we can't start now and just move forward
Right.
with it, right? And just keep going. All right. So I encourage you to do that. I'll send the link over once I'm finished talking here, and then everybody can
Right.
utilize it. But I
Thank
think it's a
you.
great tool. All right. So what I'm gonna encourage you to do.
1 second, Arinthia.
Mhm.
I just wanna just share that Caritha said when I saw my 2 extra income this week, it was a good feeling because I am trying. So that was in response to what you had asked about the income. So that's great.
Absolutely.
Yes. And
Absolutely.
yes, and Arinthia said hello, everybody.
Hi,
She's on.
Arinthia. So, Carita, I'm so glad you said that, because what one of the things that we have to do is take time to sit in the feelings that these things invoke in us, the emotions that these small things,
Mm.
seemingly small things, invoke in us. And what we want to do is to expand the rewards, expand the actions, and then we conversely expand the feelings. So if it felt good to look at those two streams of income, can you imagine how much better it's going to feel when you expand those two into three and expand the numbers of those three? So again, thank you for sharing that, Caritha, and thank you guys for sharing. And it's very important for us to take time to really savor these little small wins, because it may seem small, but those small wins can grow into big things. So look into leadership, get with your upline, look into the leadership program, see what it can do to uplevel your business, uplevel your Avon business and your earnings. Remember, you miss all the shots you don't take. So take a shot at leadership today. Look into it, because it's working for me, it's working for Angeline, it's working for Tamra. So it can work for you too. All right.
Okay.
Thank you guys.
Woo! Wow. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Arinthia. That was a great presentation. And before we say anything else, does anybody have any questions, any comments that you want to make or ask a question at this time? Again, if you're muted and you're able to unmute, please do so. Ask your question. Miss Pinky, we're missing hearing your voice tonight. Um, No questions, no comments. So
No, I
thank you.
think I'm just gonna try to reach out to some more people, maybe in some other states that I know, and just see if they wanna be a representative or join the team. I think that's
Right.
what I'm gonna do because I know one lady, she was selling Mary Kay, but I think she stopped. And I know Mary Kay can be kind of pricey too.
Yes. Yes.
But I'm gonna ask her, is this something that she want to try? Because with her Mary Kay, she kind of knew a lot of people.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
And what you could do, Jeannie, is find out from her. Just without even saying anything about selling Avon, just talk to her to see where she's at. Tell her, like, what's her name?
Her name is Deb.
Deb. Hey Deb,
Mhm.
how you doing? Just wanted to reach out. I know you used to sell Mary Kay. How's that going? And she'll tell you. If she says to you that she stopped selling, ask her why. Find
Mhm.
out from her why, because in her giving you the reasons why, you may find a reason there that you can say, oh, wow, well, as you know, I sell Avon, and with Avon, XYZ is the case that counteracts the reason she stopped selling Mary Kay. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So
Right.
a lot of times I think we hit people with the hard sell. Oh, you want
Mhm.
to sell Avon, and the wall goes up. Immediately the
Mhm.
wall goes up. I think we
Mhm.
have to talk to them more and find out, dig a little deeper, find out what their needs may be, find out what she didn't like about Mary
Okay.
Kay. If it was the prices, let her know. We have a broad range. We have our entry level, we have our premier, we have our prestige. We have a very broad price range that's for every budget that may
Right.
be more appealing to her. You know what I mean? So that's something to think about.
Okay, that's good advice. We can give
Yes,
her a call.
absolutely. Absolutely. And which is why we are doing this presentation, we are doing this training so that you can step out there, because I mean, as our inspirational quote said, I start, but in taking the journey, whether we're walking or we're driving, there are certain things that we need. If we're driving, we got to make sure that there's gas in the car, that the car can go, and so on. And if we're walking, then we got to have our snacks and so on. And so we need to be armed with certain things. And that is
Mhm.
why we are offering this kind of information, so that we can have the language. It's so
Mhm.
important to have the language that is necessary to be used, and also to know, like Orinthia said, to have this conversation, to be you know just have just talking to people,
Right.
so that we can then introduce the opportunity to them.
Okay. I'm gonna
So
give it a shot.
thank you so much, Orinthia.
Welcome.
I just feel like, there's more that you can go into. So we're gonna be talking to you about the possibility of part two,
Hmm.
so that because I think we've started. Oh, I'm sorry, Arinthia, you have a question? Just unmute yourself, or if you want to type
Just
it
a
in.
quick question. How do you guys get people to sign up online? I have a hard time for them to even look at my store.
Oh, you mean
Well,
shopping? You mean
Yes.
shopping with you online? Okay.
I'm gonna say this again. This is something that I'm learning too, because one of my mandates for myself for 2021 is to build my online business. We have to get better at conversation, whether online or offline. We have to get better at connecting with people. And when we connect with people, really connect, something happens where now that person went from that wall to now being open to almost anything you have to say. And I think we kind of do this thing where somebody may post something and we click like and move on. That doesn't count as connecting. When we connect with people, they post something, we're curious, we want to know a little more. So in knowing a little more, let's say if they post something about their dog, for example, I'm not a dog person, so I typically skip over that and move on. So guess what? I just dismiss that person.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if I just stop for a moment and just say, um, Denise posted about her dog. I'm not a dog person, but you know
Me
what?
either.
Maybe I can learn something new about
Me
dogs.
either.
Work with me, Denise. Work with me. Maybe I can learn
Oh
something more about dogs. So
God.
maybe I'll ask Denise, what kind of dog is it? Since I'm not educated about dogs, Denise then will appreciate the fact that I took the time to ask her about something she's so excited about. Because we tend to do these little cursory things and we click like and, move on and do the little emojis and the gifts and we move on. But I think when we really start connecting with people, because I think it would be better for us to have a real conversation with two people online per day, right? Where we really connect with them on some level, whatever that level may be, than click like on 100 things.
Mm,
You know what I mean?
mhm,
So when you click like on 100 people's posts and you really didn't connect with them, they didn't even see you, they didn't even know you saw them,
Right.
nothing is going to come of that. You could post 100 million things about Avon. They're not paying attention to you either. Versus now, if you take the time to talk to this person and to really show an interest in what they're talking about, maybe, just maybe, that person may go to your page and start looking to see what you're about. You know what I mean?
mhm,
I just think that we have gotten so far away from really connecting with people because we can now just click and move on, click and move on, click and move on, that I think we really got to go back to getting to know people. And
Mhm.
it's so funny when my phone makes a noise and I look at it and it says your friend so and so has posted a picture. I get annoyed because that's not my friend. I don't
Mhm.
even know this person. You know what I mean? The friend term is being used so loosely and just so out there that it's really starting to be annoying a little bit. Because when you have 3,000 friends and
Right.
And
you
don't know
don't
all of
know
them.
anything about any
Right.
of them,
Mm-mm.
they're not your friend. But
Nope.
if you become friends with 5 of them, you might be surprised what could come of that. So I encourage us all to get better at really connecting with people. Even if it's one person a day, express an interest in something that they appear to find important. It might open a door. No guarantees, it might.
absolutely. And there are a number of, thank you so much for that, Orenthia. I mean, is that a hand you have there, Tamra? What is that?
It's her shadow.
Oh, it's my mouse actually. But anyway,
Oh,
one of the thing, one of the thing is, we, it's our books. As simple as it may seem, we have a business, and it is said that, for people who start brick and mortar business, other business, you have the little corner store, whatnot. It takes them somewhere between 3 to 5 or sometimes even 7 years, depending on what they are selling, to actually make a profit. And that is why our business is the most ideal business for people, ordinary people like us, who we don't have money to invest a lot.
Right.
But it still requires an investment, and we must not neglect the power of our brochures. We can distribute our brochures as far and as wide as possible, and put our online store on there so that they can shop with us. Sometimes also we are thinking that, oh, our online customers are just one and done. I mean, they just shop online and you don't have to do anything. as far as I'm concerned, that is not the truth. I treat my online customers the same way I treat my face-to-face customers,
Mhm.
where I am in touch with them. I'm sending them a card to say thank you. I mail them samples. I am treating them because what? I want them to be telling other people that,
Right.
listen, you can shop with her. I mean, she treats me the way she treats me. You know what I
Right.
mean? So I'm doing all those things the same way with my online community. And so what I find is that they are coming back to me every time they run out. They are coming. It's a delight to see a repeat online customers. So it's not gonna happen overnight. We have to put the work in to build our business. It's a business, and we have to see. That's why our one of our motto is we don't just sell Avon. We are business people operating under the Avon brand, and that's how we want to see ourselves as business people. Anyway, we all can talk forever. Um, it's getting late. So I just want, and some people still have to go take care of, domestic things.
Us domestic divas.
Oh,
So, yes, Miss Brown.
I just like to, my throat, just allergies. I just like to apologize for my lateness. My church opened back up, so every day my pastor has the church doors open for prayer, so I go pray every day. That's why I was late.
We are so happy to see you, Miss Brown. Thank you for taking the time to join us. We miss you, so we're
You
happy
too.
to see you. Any other comments? Again, Orenthia, thank you so much. And please, we're inviting you to come back and continue this conversation
Right.
with us. We really, it is necessary. And I think that we feel like we are around the table.
mhm.
And the way you present is so conversational that
Mhm.
it really resonates with us, and we are inspired, I do believe. And so
Mhm.
I would appreciate it if you would consider um, continuing the conversation with us in 2 weeks time or so.
Okay,
With the
absolutely. Not a
tips,
problem.
yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
Not a
you.
it
problem.
was
And if you have
information.
specific questions or specific things that, because like you said, we can talk all night about this because there are so many little bits and pieces to this, and it's such a personal thing that we can go on and on and on about it. But if there's specific things you'd like me to talk about, please let me know.
I like the tips though, the tips that you give. Angeline give tips, everybody give tips and they give them differently. So by hearing different people speak, you can
Mhm.
kind of put it all together and figure
Absolutely.
Exactly.
out, okay, I did it this way. Let me try it this way, that way. Have choices there
Absolutely.
too. So the tips are good.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Thank you for
Yeah.
that.
Mhm.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, guys, this has been real, and we just want to thank you all for joining. We started with I start as our inspirational quote. And what I want to challenge us all, or one of the things that Orinthia pointed us to, is Avon U, and that there's a whole course, whole number of and they're short programs that comes under building your team. Go to Avon U. That is your challenge. Go to Avon U and do some of those courses that's talking about building your team. And do not overthink it as yet. What you're doing right now is just gathering information. Nobody is saying that you need to go go hunting. We're not doing that. We're gathering information so that when we are having a conversation with people, we will know how to interject, how to introduce the Avon opportunity to them. So right now we're just gathering information. So go to Avon U, gather some more information, and you probably have some more questions that you would want to ask Orinthia when we meet again. So
I'm bad on that part because I haven't taken one course.
oh wow.
I
So
looked up there and I see mine, it says 0. I'm like,
oh
so I'm bad on, so I'm gonna make it my business to start doing some
you're gonna
more.
start.
Yeah, take some
I said
action.
I do want to get to another level.
Absolutely.
I
We
really
can
do.
see that.
So I
We
have
can
to
see
start
that,
figuring
Jeannie.
some
Yeah.
other shit
We can
out.
see that. And we're with you. We're with you. We're with you.
Yes, yes.
And you know, yeah. And I can see it in all of you. I can see it in Miss Brown, in Miss Pink, in Judy. I can see the difference that this has created over time. I can see that. I can see it, you know. And so I just want to encourage you all to yeah, we can do it. We can do it. I'm excited. I am excited. So Tamara, you have the last word.
You all said it all. I don't want to mess it up. You said it all. Let's just start.
Start where you are with
Yeah.
what you have.
With
That's
what
it.
you have. That's it.
Start where you are with what you have. Okay, ladies, have a great night. And
You too. Thank you.
I'll
Thank
share the
you.
recording. Thank you again,
Good night.
Orinthia.
Night.
Good
Thank
night,
you.
everyone.
Good night.
Good night.